Aj dobar dan po 16. put. Dobro, dobro. Bi trebalo da... Mislim samo nešto. Dobro. Da nastavim. Nešto da vidim. Streaming, jel ide? Ajde vidim, ne znam gdje mi je snimio poziciju. Prekinu, mislim nisam ni znao. Tako da znam za sljedeći. Sad ja ne znam da li je on... Uopšte, da li ja mogu da učitam load game. Muse from abroad. 13.07, 13.06, 13.06.32.
Sherlock Holmes, isn't it? I was looking for you.
Aha. Tu je negdje prekinuo. Gdje? Aha. Ajde malo bar nešto da...
With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
You can call me your new game. The rules are simple. I have something for you, but you alone must work out what that is.
And that something is my prize, I suppose?
You're a fast learner, sir.
Dobro. Ajde, ovo smo prešli sve bili.
Somehow successfully called my attention to his gallery. You're here with an invitation to visit it, obviously.
My word, you are fast, Mr. Holmes.
Oh, cool.
Could you explain how you came to that conclusion?
Of course. Explanations are my favorite part of any conversation.
Oko 2 sata možemo da
physical
peglamo.
activity in contradiction to one who would most usually wear such a uniform. The paint in your hair is pink. I don't know of any military service that paints their ships pink, unless they have launched a new fashionable fleet. A sailor with the soul of an artist? I would suggest rather a gallery employee disguised as a sailor to mislead me. How many artists on the island know where I live and of my passion for deduction? Werner Vogel is clearly at the top of the list. And you've been attempting to conceal something square-shaped within your pocket. An invitation, I suppose. An invitation to Mr. Vogel's gallery.
That was remarkable, Mr. Holmes. Mr. Vogel was right about your genius.
I think he
Sherlock
Holmes
underestimated you. This is your invitation. Please tell Mr. Vogel that the seed has been planted. He asked me to tell you to do so, if you win this little game. Farewell.
Well. The guest would like to invite you. Da, ovaj ga zove Vogel slikar, pa ćemo otići tamo. Vogel's Art Gallery Invitation.
You won't believe it, but Werner's other idea was to put me in a dress.
Čekaj, ovaj memories, to smo rešili, ja mislim, jel? Mother's Love. Mislim. Mother's Love. No. Mental disease. Mental disease could be here, može biti nasledno i on može kao to njegova majka je patila mentalnih poremećaja. Mentalnih poremećaja znali biti agresivna, mislim, koliko iz prethodnog streama, i to može biti nasledno. I Sherlock Holmes misli da to može da se odrazi na njegovu kao i racionalnost. Dobro. Dobro. Facebook. Kill of the Empty House. Ja, ovo nismo prešli još, nemoj zajebavat. Zajebaš. If I'm sporting manner that belong to it, ja, fuck it, man. Aj brzo da to... To nema ništa, jel? Ček, tu nema ništa, jel?
This room always reeked with an acrid medicinal stench.
You're not obliged to be
Yeah, it's
here,
the reason.
Sherry.
Dobro.
We can leave any time you want.
Pa znam da možemo, druže, ali sačekaj samo da vidim nešto. Druže moj, u glavi. Aha. Već kad sam tu, aha.
I was so frustrated to find only one bed in this room. Mycroft initially refused to bring another for you, but after a week-long dispute, he gave in.
What a stubborn man. How well do you think he would sleep without a bed?
Rather Sherry cares me about the furniture clash. I need a place to sleep, but there wasn't bed in a room trages. Convincing his older brother was a challenge, but after a week-long dispute, he finally gave in and gave her one of my very bra. Podsjeća na meni, brazera, nikad nisam imao sobu do Ičić.
I will need a proper outfit to match this.
Aha. Tu smo sve, jel? 4 od 4. Gotovo šta? The main hall redux. After acquiring several items. Aha. Ajde da i to pinujem. Pa da idemo dole. Op. Gdje ćeš, mali? Gdje ćeš? Ha?
We used to take a shortcut down the banisters, much to everyone's annoyance.
Oh yeah, what fun. They had to fix these handrails several times. I wouldn't try it now, Sherry. Tempting though it is.
I used to ride down the road and the most fun I hated it, but it couldn't stop the incredible. Ili ima još nešto? Mislim da smo to... Memories... Dobro. Okej. Sad idemo casebook. Bedroom redux, ne to nego... The Muse. Sherlock Holmes. Aha. Crossroads, Buzzard and Hermes Avenue City. Sad ćemo to na brzinu da pređemo, znači raskršće Buzzard, Hermes Avenue in Old City. Old City. Ja moram i ovdje da idemo. Ajde vidim što ima ovdje nešto. Mapa. Ajde da vidim da li će ovdje ja imati kinte da kupim nešto. Sam već tu.
Orient, merhaba.
Merhaba
It's a
Rebija.
good day for a purchase. May your purchase bring you joy.
Super. Mapa. To nam ne treba. Bazar RD i Bazar RD i Hermes, mislim da je pisalo, jel? Hermes Avenue, čekaj. Dobro.
Oriental rugs.
Da pređemo. Sad znam gdje mu je... A, evo je ovdje. Evo je ovdje galerija. Jesse, legendo. Jesse Mickey
Mr.
Rourke.
Holmes, you came. Oh, how kind.
Jebi ga,
Though
Kane.
now, of course, I realize it is because of my game, not the works on display.
It needn't be one or the other. Your man's disguise was easily debunked, Mr. Vogel, but I shall admit that you planted in me the seed of curiosity.
Ah, terrific. I had no doubt you'd put the pieces together. Let us call it an opening gambit before the real game begins.
So, this little game of yours, what's it about?
An enigma to solve.
Enigma.
A locked
Ajde,
area in the
Rourke.
basement with no windows found brutally vandalized.
Jebo.
I have no clue how it was possible.
What about this intrusion? What happened?
Last night, I was about to leave the gallery when I heard a noise downstairs. I went to the basement, but I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. It was admittedly a rudimentary inspection. It is not uncommon to get rats down there,
Ja se
so
odviknem
seeing nothing
grickanja
of
usana
note,
od mnogo
I left
ružnih
and
zla na
locked up the
streamu.
building. When I returned this morning, alas, I
Potrudit ću se.
discovered that part
Bio
of the
sam
exhibition
umoran
had been
jako.
torched.
Sled
There was no
12 sati
sign of the
peglanja.
intruder. The mystery being, of course, that all the doors to the gallery were locked exactly as I left them.
And the door to the basement is the only entrance.
Correct. Tell me you're not intrigued.
What was in the
And
basement?
this locked area downstairs, what exactly was it?
The under gallery. It's always shut, and I'm the only one with the key.
Ah, so this is your private collection, not part of the gallery.
Oh, no. It's an exclusive exhibition of eccentric pieces. Only a select cadre of artists, investors, and collectors are admitted. Not everyone deserves to have their eyes opened.
Well, this matter is certainly within my wheelhouse.
This intrusion troubles me. Please take a look around if you're willing. The under gallery is through the door at the end.
I will see what I see.
I will see what I see. I will see what I see. Gde smo išli ono? To je to.
Back home, we've got a taxidermist. He's gonna have a heart attack when he sees what I bring.
A
him.
simplistic attempt at provocation.
Da ćemo na brzinu ovdje. Posle moramo da vijemo.
Old, and hasn't been used for a long time.
Sam prešao, ali... Jebik. Prekinu se stream.
The left step's length is
Dobro.
shorter than the right. It indicates that the walker was lame.
Lame.
Closed with a metal bolt.
Išli ovo. A.
Footprints. Size 9.5.
Dobro. Se sjećam, morat ćemo opet da rekonstruišemo.
A true artist
Da se
never shows
desilo.
an unfinished piece.
Da ću potrefiti s prve da se ne zajebam tu.
Sherry, how about some company in that dreary chamber of yours?
Leave my... A handprint of the thing from another world. But it looks fresh, and its coal origin ruins the effect of the extra mundane.
I... To.
Sodden and mold-ridden. One presumes deliberately. A Malpalbot.
Malo palu. Malo. And rotate.
A Malpalbot.
Malo palbat.
Coal fingerprints. I think we're looking for a man with a coal moustache. Ugh, sheer vandalism. Only an ignorant person could do such a thing.
Oh, do such a thing. Ajde još malo da damo.
The parasites of creativity. or just a reflection of the artist's recreational interests. Saturn devouring his sun. Grim composition.
Tako, ovo sve što
I'm
prelazim,
flinching
to je
in its
blind.
velocity, yet somehow
Blind Wolf
beautiful.
Truth. Na slepo prvi put. Igram tako da ne znam, nekim delovima ću se zajebavati i morao sam 1-2 puta samo toliko da se izvadim iz gova gdje sam zapao. Pogledati, ali to je samo toliko ono na sekundu je. Vidim samo da li ću ja to, da li je to tako bilo i ovdje. Da li je to tako bilo?
You're not even trying, Sherry.
Čekaj, vidim.
Concentrate.
Concentrate. Ajde vidimo ovdje ovaj. Ja, tako.
The intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the hatch bolt. He accidentally pushed a shovel to the floor. Vogel heard the noise. At the sound of his approaching footsteps, the intruder hid inside the coffin. When Vogel entered the basement, he failed to notice anything strange and left without properly checking.
Properly checking.
The intruder waited until Vogel had left the caravanserai before burning the paintings in Wilde's room. But the vandalism was a cover for the theft.
Okej. To smo na brzinu. Vandalism of the gallery knows the current intruder, but just be careful for the theft. Afterwards, he took down the paintings from him and burned them. Dobro. Mind Palace. Nope. Idemo gore. Let's see.
You sure you don't like art, Sherry?
The pieces are not what I expected.
What do you think my collection is about?
Šta smo rekli it's about? Šta sam stavio sam? Death.
It's a reflection on mortality. Nothing lasts forever, no beauty sustains itself, and everything succumbs to darkness. Am I right?
I don't know.
Well, that's absurd. Of course you know. It's your gallery.
There is no one answer, no singular truth, but many filtered through the subjective mind. That forgetting, embellishing, lying machine. Besides, what's wrong with a lie if it makes life more interesting?
What's wrong with a lie? It corrupts the ability of others to behave freely and rationally.
Men never act freely and rationally anyway. It matters not what is or isn't in the end. The only important thing is how you feel. And I simply want to feel and consume as much as I can. Don't you?
Feelings are simply one's animal ancestry trying to wrest back control of the brain. I try to avoid the distraction.
You try not to feel, even in a place like this? None of it moves you?
To be frank, I struggle to maintain even a whit of interest in art.
But Mr. Holmes, it is joy incarnate, mankind's greatest achievement.
Mankind's highest achievement above all others is objective and rational thought.
I see then why you dislike art, for it means whatever you want it to.
Or perhaps, Mr. Vogel, I was lying.
Aha.
Case was... Šta sam stavio? Stavio sam interesting. Aj stavimo.
Mr. Vogel, I have confirmed that the intruder was an average-sized, flexible Malpal smoker with a limp. As it happens, the vandalism was a cover. The true intent was to steal a painting without your knowledge. The fact is, one of the pieces from the Wild Room is not in the wreckage.
What? That is extraordinary.
This thief was familiar with the gallery and he was sporting a limp. Do any of your clients or artists come to mind?
My. Your attention to detail is remarkable, Mr. Holmes. I should introduce you to Bosch's works.
Bosch.
Alas, I'm afraid I cannot suggest a culprit.
The intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the latch and dislodged the shovel while doing so. That's the noise you heard yesterday. When you went downstairs to investigate, he hid in the coffin.
It seems I should have checked the space more thoroughly.
The fire
trebao si,
was
druže.
a clever attempt to hide a stolen painting,
Si se
even if it
usro.
didn't fool me. I found the remnants of an empty frame in the pile of ashes. The canvas had been removed. Do you know which paintings in the Wild Room may have interested a thief? Were any particularly expensive?
Those pieces belong to a well-known artist named Boniface Mercurio. They're controversial, but not of a notably high value.
There's
Sad
something
ćemo tog
more, is there not?
Boniface Mercuria
I can see it
morati
in your eyes.
istražiti. Nadam se da ću ga naći
Indeed.
brzo.
There is another intriguing angle. I recently received an anonymous offer for one of Mercurio's works. The sum was more than fair, and indeed could have saved Mercurio from his artistic poverty. But he declined it.
Was it a performative whim? Some artists lionize pain and hardship as if their work would be worse after a meal and a hot bath.
I cannot tell. But not only did he refuse the deal, he insisted on displaying the painting in the public space. I was hoping to change his mind, but artists are a special breed of stubborn.
So where can I find Boniface Mercurio?
I know he lives somewhere in Old City, but couldn't be more specific. He's a prominent figure, so finding him shouldn't be a problem.
What was depicted in the piece?
A bound woman, wrapped in robes, being penetrated by a red devil that stared at us, the viewer. The beast had numerous tails growing from his back, and a large crowd gathered around the pair, silently watching the orgiastic scene.
Ja ću
Okay,
morat ići.
well,
Gdje ću
given the
morat ići?
nature of the other works on display, it's hard to see why that one stood out. What could possibly be its value?
The evaluation of
Value
art is
novine ili
very
u
subjective, Mr.
City
Holmes.
Hallu.
After all, art is everything. A poem, a bruise, the beads of sweat on your beloved skin. Even a masterfully solved crime.
I'm not sure I see the connection.
Regardless, the painting was one of a series called The Sabbath Night in Cordona. The works depict sex, violence, and other controversial acts that life, for better or worse, contains.
Ah, I see.
I'm not sure that you do, but that can wait for another time.
Well, I believe I have enough to begin. Thank you, Mr. Vogel. Your gallery certainly has unexpected depths.
I'm delighted to have been able to please a friend. In return, I expect you to come back with good news. Or at least with a good story.
Dobro. Ja, da, morat ću ići. Vogel said the artist Boniface Mercurio doesn't know where exactly. He also mentioned... Fuck, i da li u novine... Ah, fuck. I evidence collected. Zaboravio sam. I forgot! Tu vidim. Gdje sam sad? Mama bre, pusti me da idem. Neću tamo. Neću be tamo. Gustav. Pardon. Ovdje. Sad treba ići da li u novine. Ah, fuck it. Da li beše u novine. Ništa, ajde moram ići ili u novine ili... Ovaj Kijux. Bonanza RD. Ajde vidimo što ima ovdje da se kupi. Da li će imati para.
Come, take a look at our clothes and accessories.
Masterpieces by my
Pa da,
goods will
neću imati
brighten
ovdje,
up your
falit će mi.
house.
A ne, imat ću.
Enjoy your purchase.
Dobro bre, hvala be. Mapa, to nam ne treba, treba nam i ove. Ajde ovdje da odemo. Aha, u novine ipak treba da idemo. Čekaj da vidim šta imam tu još. Kad sam već tu, da vidim da li ću imati. Da kupim. Nisam siguran. Ekstra. Ću imati da kupim namještaj. Da vratim još neka sećanja.
Refresh. My
Moguće
goods
da
will
kod
brighten
ovoga
up
neću
your
imat.
house.
Imat ću, evo.
Enjoy your
Do
purchase.
jaja, brat. Do jaja. Znači, trebaju nam sad mapa, trebaju nam... Gdje su novine? Sad su tu bile negdje novine. Aha. Novine.
Extra!
Ekstra. Gdje si Srbine, sve mu je. Ekstra. Ekstra. Čekaj, gdje su bre novine? Koji mi kurac sad? Da sam se pogubio. Oh.
Mr. Holmes, Mr. Holmes, I see what you're up to. Mysterious stranger pursues betrothed woman. I have in my possession an envelope containing detail. Tell me.
Dobra, ajde, jesam, ajde.
I believe I am, but to be very...
So he claims he's not
Please spare me the speculation.
Ma,
Return to the
prekinam
matter
malo.
at hand.
a gang of smugglers, the Eels.
A,
have
jao,
Cordona
to
in
su
their
ovi
plan
sad
to
će- i to će-
inside- Indeed.
Neka banda, pa će
You
biti
must
100
be
lokacija,
sure
5-6
to
lokacija će
identify
se
the
morat
correct
nešto
warehouse.
obilaziti.
Here are all the
Sjebava ta
files,
banda.
And feel free to use the archive too.
Neki
Again,
Friedrich Panzer da
do
se
not
uhvati.
enter the wrong location.
Miss Ertle, if you're quite done with the redundant instructions, I shall get to work.
Well, that's perfect. Tortured hero lashes out after rejected romance. Tomorrow's edition will be a sensation.
Dobro, super 6 dok, o, bog te. Hill hunting, dobro, to ćemo. Sutra, preksutra, naksutra. Facebook. Friedrich Panzer. Treba nam ovdje adresu da nađemo. Period nije people. Ajde, stavim se levo, kako je to bilo? Use, kako sam ja to našao, Old City. O, evo ga. Ubo sam iz prve. Ulica, you find adresi Hermes Avenue, between Scarlet Street i Olive Street, Old City, ok. Dobro. Mapa. Hermes Avenue, gdje je to bilo Hermes Avenue, dobro. Between Scarlet Street i... Between Scarlet Street i... Scarlet Street i... Bože, Olive Street. Tu negdje bi trebalo to nam bude. Mapa. Let's travel. Dobro. Čekaj.
Extra!
Gdje si
A
legend?
historic death! The local archaeologist...
Interested in some Cordona news?
Ne jebi ga, ne mogu.
Check the front page.
Check the front page. Dom's diary. Consequences noble with a taste of alcohol. Luka Galicia famous medium is wanted for... to je...
You won't regret it.
Čekaj.
Extra, extra!
Čekaj. Dobra, ajde, druže. Pomerde se. Tuš. Gdje? Gdje ti sad ideš, druže? Sam te obeležio, nisam? Mapa. Gdje sam ja obeležio? Šta ćeš ti tu, druže? Drugare, bre. Zajebavaš. Hop. Gdje je ovaj bešel? C mapa. Aha, ajde idemo tamo. Aha, Boniface Mercurio Residence. Boniface.
Excuse me, young man. Where do you think you're going?
Greetings, ma'am. I'm looking for the...
I don't care who you're looking for. You shall not pass. No visitors allowed.
I wish to buy a painting from Mr. Boniface Mercurio. Is he at home?
Dearie, tell me, because old age has made me blind. Did someone write Information Bureau on my forehead? Because I'm not here to answer your questions. Entry is for residents only. If you aren't a resident, please leave, or I shall report you to the police.
Što se taka je? At Mercury's home, the landlady said that only residents were permitted to enter. I guess I'm not as stand as unkempt as... Ja... Morat ću da se... fuck. Čekaj, ću ovdje moći. Wardrobe. Makeup. No makeup? Kako bre no makeup? So tanned. Čekaj, da li ja imam... Jao, da li ja imam tu neke? Šta je ovo? Clothing trader? Clothing trader? Čekaj, evo. Za šta ću morat... Čekaj, stani. And... A što ne mogu ja da... Only random is not permitted. I guess I'm not a stand as... Da li je dosta... Moram ići... Do ovdje nam je najbliže. Ali...
Don't pass
Oriental
by.
rugs
Well,
at a good
let's pick
price.
something that suits you.
Tetsucio. Kako je on to obučen? A, upa, ja nemam jebot. Ja nemam, čekaj. Jental. Vidi ga ovdje što ima ovo je. Opa. Macan. Imela Ottoman outfit. Emerald Ottoman outfit. Ottoman. Ovo je Seaman. Female.
Be careful with what you've taken.
Dobro je. O jebote. Wow, ja ne znam sad kako ću sad... O ja ne.
Nice affordable clothes.
Come, decorate your house in Oriental style.
Evo. To nije. Ajde. Sad dal, ali tent. Ali tent, ali nemamo gdje ja mogu da... Tent. Čekaj, ako moram da se možda... našminkam.
No visitors allowed.
A gdje jebote da se našminkam? Koji đavo? He said the only residents were permitted to enter. I guess I'm not as stand as and unkempt as the Bohemian artist. O ja nemam pojma jevi. Unkempt. Floating trader. To ja nemam pojma, jebote. Čekaj, da li sam ja to... Ja nemam pojma, evo. Stvarno. Ajde, bežim. Da li...
Oriental rugs at a good price.
Ne treba mi to, bre, čoveče.
Let's pick something that suits you.
Let's pick something. Evo, ovo ćemo, bre. Ne buy, ne buy. Rent.
Be careful with what you've taken.
Ja bih rekao da sam
Don't miss
sada...
out on my unique clothes.
C. Wardrobe. Ajde vidim sad. Čekaj, vidim još jednom kod ovoga, izvinjavam se.
Let's pick something that suits you.
Evo ga, znači može i to. Znači i šminku da iznevim, ajde bre. Evo,
Be careful
to je
with what
to.
you've taken.
Dobro bre, druže, znaš da ću ti čuvam to sve. To da je tvoje. Wardrobe mapa. Sad je to.
Nice affordable clothes. Step right up.
Sad je to. Sad je to. Stiži malo. Da. O, sam promašio. To je to.
No visitors
Šta?
allowed.
Šta sad nije dobro?
No visitors allowed.
Pa vi kaki sam lep, jebote. Koji ti đavo, jebote. Znači, to. Brate, ono. Detalj sam neki zaboravio, ali nema veze. Fuck, opet moram ići tamo. Fuck you. Da vidimo da li ja tu imam. More expensive than normal. And powder. Pardon. Znači nešto moramo možda s kosom nešto raditi.
Don't miss out on the best Let's pick something that suits you.
Dobro, čekaj, šminka. Old man. Čekaj, ali to imam jebati. Ili ovo da ga jebem ja sad. Šta je sad?
Don't leave. Take one more look. Don't miss out on my unique...
If you got it flaunt. Što ne znam.
clothes.
Nemam pojma i vidjet ćemo ovo, ako nije to onda je ono.
Oriental rugs at a good price.
Oriental rugs at a good price. Može to isto sve. I don't know, man, I don't know. Ajde, matora, pusti me u pizdu, mater, me zajebavaš.
No
O, brate.
visitors allowed.
A što me zajebavaš? Da vidimo ovdje šta ima. Isto je to sve. Sve je to isto.
Don't pass by. Welcome. Let's pick something that suits you.
Something that suits you. No, no. A ovako? What are you buying? What are you selling? Što ne može jebati? A ovako?
Be careful with what you've taken.
A ovako? Negdje grešim ili odeći ili... Jesus. Kako izlate? Ajde sad, molim te.
No
O Bože.
visitors allowed.
Kaki visitors, vidiš da... Kaki visitors, čemu ti pričaš, brati, sestro? The only residents were permitted to enter. I guess I'm not as stand and unkempt. Ovo me jebeš sad ono zbog... A, majke, ti ga nabijem. Znači, tako. Znači...
Nice of all. Let's pick something that suits you.
Pa šta?
Be careful with what you've taken.
Dobro,
Let's
bre,
pick
druže.
something that suits you.
Ili šminka, ili... Je ovo... To je, ali u čemu je? Jel oni to nose, a?
Don't leave. Take one more look. Let's pick something that suits you.
Ili ček, ovo? Sad ne mogu upiti. Ovo? Da li mogu fez da uzmem sad? To me zajebavaš. A, ovo? Jaj. Jaj, da nije to jebote.
Be careful with what you've taken. Let's pick something that suits you.
Znači, kosa i možda ovo, a? E, ako nije to...
Be careful with what you've taken.
Sad će to da bidne. Ako nije, onda ćemo ono drugi. Oj, bože, s čim se ja zajebavam ovdje. Moram na posao još malo. Ne, dobro, to.
It's affordable clothes. Step right up.
Sad, ako to nije to... Da jebem. Trebalo bi da jest. Trebalo bi da je to sad. Kose.
Boniface, sweetie. Is that you? Ah, old age does terrible things to one's sight. I didn't recognize
Sam vidio
you.
frizura da ima da se
How
promeni.
are you, Mum? I'm ashamed to admit that I've lost my key. Do you have a spare?
For heaven's sake, how many times will you lose that key of yours? Of course I have a spare. You artists all live in your own little world.
Please, accept my thanks.
I would rather accept your rent. You promised to pay me several weeks ago, and I'm still waiting.
I will pay you, I promise, very soon.
You'd better do, my dear. Or else I'll just change the lock. And I won't fall for those cow eyes.
Key to make you use flat. Idem tamo. Get tu. Koji je? Au. Ubijen jebote. A ja.
The blood has dried.
I've heard of this style of painting. It is called expressionism.
Judging by post-mortem rigidity, the body lay here for 1 or 2 days. The wound is precise. It was inflicted by a razor or a knife.
Reklo.
A normal kitchen knife. Could be the murder weapon.
Could be the murder weapon. Aj, neki detaljčić. O.
Soaked in blood. It seems as if the puddle of blood was here before the rags.
Dobro. gaziti po njemu, boli te buljaju.
I wonder where he got that fancy camera. It appears the wine was truly awful.
Čekaj bre. A to još imamo. Ja. A ovdje.
Despite the overall tendency towards mess, you cannot sit with the drawer pulled out like this. Someone left it after searching. Red skin, tails on the back, reminds me of Verda's description of the stolen painting. The chest has been searched. Aunt May whiskey, brandy bucks. Quite a collection he had here. The photograph was not pulled out in time. Such a waste of material. Look at this, John. Isn't it our stolen demon?
Jaj, opet ovo. I like it. Not. Zabio sam sebe. Sigurno.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
A on je tu lepio, pa je on to čekaj.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Ali on tu.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Jaj, Bože.
Mercurio was developing photographs when the intruder snuck in.
Huh?
Mercurio heard him coming. While the thief was searching the chest, the painter ran towards him with a bottle in his hand. He smashed it across the thief's head. The intruder had no choice but to defend himself, and the weapon of opportunity happened to be a kitchen knife. Mercurio stepped aside to grab the painting, but the wine-blinded thief attacked Mercurio's throat. When the thief came to his senses, he saw Mercurio bleeding on the floor. He grabbed the rags and tried to bandage him, but it was too late. Why did Mercurio attempt to snatch the painting in the middle of a fight? To strike the intruder? Not with his painting, it was too important to him.
that very in the middle. Intro has no choice but if I go. But why did McHugh want to grab paint in the middle of fight? Znači, o... Morat ćemo se vratiti kod... Kako bre? E pa sad baš ništa da ne odgovara. Ej, idi u kurac, me jebeš. Ja bih rekao da... Mi morate se vratimo kod onoga. Šta sad znači ovo i ovo?
Red skin, tails on the back. Reminds me of Verda's description of the... stolen painting.
Sve... Svašta.
It's time for some chemical magic, John.
Da, chemical magic, ali to ćemo da preskočimo po običaju, što nema da mi napamet da se zjevam s tim. Space exit, dobro. Sati 4.3. I managed to erase the blood by using chemical. It's a still alive painting. Mrtva priroda paintbrush of McCree's room. A sad s tim?
That doesn't look like the painting we need, Sherry.
As expected, but that doesn't mean it won't tell us anything. Let's put it on the easel where it belongs.
The easel, pičku, ali easel? To je to?
I guess this is his most ordinary painting. Spot the two differences, John?
Aha. Fali glava tamo.
I guess this
Two
is his
differences.
most ordinary painting. Spot the two differences, John?
Jedna je da fali ova tamo glava na šta je ono čega jarčeva je. I ono drvo bi rekao da fali. Dobro.
If the intruder didn't take it, the skull should be somewhere here. Nothing behind it.
Gdje smo vidjeli? Evo je glava. Glavuđa.
Monster was actually a man. Poor girl. John, you ought to be thrilled. We are now hunting the devil himself.
What were you saying, Sherry? I was too busy sketching the scene, you know, crimes and such like, daily routine.
Daily routine.
Did you find something?
A photograph. It depicts a man in a red suit with tails sprouting from his back and multiple people in masks watching the scene. It all adds up. But the act of love, it wasn't given willingly, John. It was a violation. And the girl, she was with child.
Give that to me now. Did you recognize someone?
No. Although the victim is not from Cordona, she is African. Look at the ritual scars on her face.
Get that image out of your brain. You have to continue the investigation.
I must speak to the landlady. Perhaps she saw or heard something.
Sherry, you cannot tell her the truth about Mercurio. It will hurt her.
John, that's illogical. Sooner or later, she will come here and discover a corpse, and I still need to talk to her.
Just avoid mentioning corpse, all right? Stick to the character, tell her to call the police.
I'll take that into account.
And wait here. I've redrawn the people in the photograph. Now you can proceed with your investigation without those horrific details.
Ježiš Marija. John doesn't like it. Yeah. Was being violated by a man dressed as a demon. Mind Palace. Bit sad nešto. Ej. O, hvala Bogu nešto. Visitor might have wanted the photo with intentions have been like terrible photograph. Mind Palace. Dobro. Mercury's murder wasn't thieves. Aha, Mercury's murder, nije htio da ga ubije. Čekaj. Da saslušamo ovoga ili... Da li da saslušamo ovoga ili da se preobučemo u... Čekaj. John doesn't like idea telling the landlady the truth about Mercury's death. He's just staying in character. A kakav karakter, brate? Daj da se mi obučemo ko ljudi. A ovo će morat pinovati.
What's wrong, dear? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Can you tell me if anyone else has recently entered the flat?
Oh, you're talking about that limping man. I'm sorry I let him in. I was scared. And I thought maybe he would motivate you to find money so that you would pay your rent. No offense, dear.
Can you describe him?
Oh, so you weren't at home. I was so certain you didn't leave your flat that day. He was of average height, had a limp and a tattoo on his neck, and he was smoking Malpal cigarettes. My husband used to smoke those. They have a horrible smell I can recognize from a mile away.
Can I ask a favor?
Of course, dearie.
Please call the police and ask them to enter the flat. And don't look inside until they come up.
What? What trouble have you stepped in this time?
It really doesn't matter. Thank you, Mum.
Thank you, ma'am. Dobro. Okay.
Whew, Sherry, that was close. But you did everything correctly. Now, take off your outfit. I can't let you walk around in a dead man's clothes.
Kako bre, seksi. Ajde da... Ne, čekaj. Okay. Please may have wanted the gallery thief. Curious murder and the gallery thief are the same person. It was now. Mr. may have wanted the photo. Just make a terrible photograph. The thief wanted the photograph. The thief was at Mercurio's flat to steal the photograph, but found Mercurio instead and killing him in self-defense. I didn't. To smo pinovali. John has a photograph violation found in Mercurius place. In this painting that he depicts the pregnant woman with travel scars on her face.
You're acting so strange today, dear. I hope someday you'll let me inside that head of yours.
Let me inside of you.
Do you know anything about this?
You want answers, but I don't want to talk to you, rich boy. So what happens now?
Hoćeš sad? Eto. Hop.
Do you know anything about this?
Go back to work. I'm not answering your questions.
Everyone's looking at us, Sherry.
Seri bre.
You sure you know what you're doing?
Could you help me?
No, I don't know about that.
May I ask for your assistance?
I like you, friend, but I can't help you.
Time to check your who, what, and what, Sherry. Who are you asking? About what? And
Help me,
dressed
please.
as what?
Nah, never heard nothing.
Aj pomozde, druže.
Could you help me?
I've never heard of it. I'm sorry.
You obviously haven't thought this all through. Or are you just annoying these people on purpose?
Could you help me?
Don't annoy me with your stories.
Merhaba, Rabia.
Could you help me?
I am too tired for your questions.
This isn't working.
Da li ja treba da se presvučem u...
You might need a different tack.
Čekaj samo. Nema mi jeba da moram opet da se preslačim u... Ajde prvo. Hop, hop. Ćemo da vidimo.
Don't pass. Let's pick something that suits you.
Daj ovo. Why won't you let me?
Be careful with what you've taken.
Don't miss out on the best carpets on the island.
Aj pomozi, druže.
Excuse me, just one question.
No, brother. That's out of my knowledge.
Ne verujem čim je on rekao treba se presvučemo.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I wish I could help you, my brother, but I know nothing.
This isn't working.
A zašto lažeš?
You might need a different tack.
Can I ask you a question?
Nothing stands between me and helping a fellow citizen, except the absence of knowledge. Ask someone else.
A što ste ki? Check. John has redone photograph violation that I found at Mercurius play. In this painting, he depicts a pregnant woman with tribal scars on her face. Tribal scars. Gdje bi to... Tribal... Vjerujem da je Tribal Scars. U kom dijelu grada živite? Fuck. African woman. Gdje African woman može da živi, evo. Ne vjerujem da je tu. African woman. Fuck. Ali ovdje nije African, to je Old City. Ništa, naći ćemo u nekim dijelovima. O, mali, dođi mali.
Is this familiar to you?
I don't understand you, mister.
I don't.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Nothing stands between me and helping a fellow citizen, except the absence of knowledge. Ask someone else.
Dobro, znači nismo dobar, ja mislim. Kraj grada, tu čekaj mapa, ne, nego wardrobe. Old, black and brilliant.
I am bored.
Dobro, ti si uvek bored. Ali gde bejahu? Grand Sarai, Miners and Silverton. Ja vjerujem da je to. Ajo. Ne vjerujem da je to.
Is this familiar to you?
I clearly have nothing to do with what you are asking about.
Are you able to help me?
I don't want to talk to you, mister.
Kad sam već tu, da odem tu. Čekaj, treba nađemo kraj.
Can I ask you a question?
I have a question too. Who looks like an idiot in his fancy clothes?
Mali, nosi se u kura, sad šutnem.
Excuse me, just one question.
I'm not falling for your fancy look, sir.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I'm afraid I don't know about it.
Čekaj bre, pa to dobar je to kraj.
Help me, please.
I'm not falling for your fancy look, sir.
Fancy look, a? Dobro, čekaj samo da... Fancy look, znači treba bi da se maskiram. Gdje si bre, evo? Gdje je ovaj? Da nije tu negdje. Jacobson's Memorial. Gdje si, trgovče? Evo. Dole. Get down. O jebote čoveče, kako da siđem dole u... Jel ovdje stvarno moram ići? Samo nešto. Tu si jebote ja.
The best. My goods will brighten up your house.
Nemam jebote. Dobro.
You always know where to find me.
Druže, pomagaj, druže.
May I ask you something?
I clearly have nothing to do with what you are asking about.
What to do?
Refresh your interior. Pick what you like.
Čekaj samo, mapa. Da li treba pes presvučem? Šta treba da radim? O bože, šta je, pardoniram. Fisherman's Island. Gdje smo sad?
Excuse me, just one question.
Don't be angry, sir, but I truly don't know.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
If I knew the answer to that, I'd have your suit in exchange.
Can you help me, please?
Help me, please.
I'd rather not talk to your kind.
Kojom kind jebote, kind?
Could you help me?
We should stick together, especially in times like this. I'll tell you everything I know.
Aha, the scars on the girl's face seems to be from Eve's ethnic group tribe. The only place you can find Eve's people in Cordona is a refugee camp located under Victoria Bridge between Scaladio and Silverton. Thank you, man, you are a very helpful. You are a very... dobro. Under Victoria Bridge between Scaladio and Silverton map. Je taj bridge. Iron Bridge. Scaladio. A to je ovaj bridge. Victoria Bridge. Holmes Briggs. Yes, baby. Dobro. Baš treba da se... Opa. Inventories, John Diary. Dobro, casebook. Mapa. Victoria Bridge. Ej. Ajde još malo da ovo završimo i peglačina što da bacimo kljun. Pa na posao. Vidimo ako svaki dan po... Koliko stignem je kad sam noćna, teško je, moram spavat. Drinking Dutchman. Sorry, miss, sorry. Drinking Dutchman.
Did you hear another sail?
Sorry, škić. Find out where and why the sailor drowned. Ja, brat. Saw ghosts. Selling moonshine. Police at the place. Harbor. Nope. Lost shipments. No. Beach by the cemetery. Police at the place. Fuck it.
Did you hear another...
Selling moonshine. No. Harbor. No. Police at the place, yes. Lost shipments, no. Ships arrive, no. Fuck.
Did you hear another...
Did you hear? So goes discard. Lost shipments, discard. Work of a siren, discard. Ships arrive, ne. Harbor, ne. Beach, beach. Selling, no. Police, no. Fuck it.
Did you hear another...
Work of a siren, discard. Police at the place. Ships arrive. Ne. Harbor, ne. Beach by the cemetery. Discard. Selling moon. Fuck. Jebi.
Did you hear another...
Did you hear? Police at the place, keep. Beach by the cemetery, keep. Selling moonshine. Lost shipments, no. Discard. So goes. Discard. Ships arrive, no. Ajde, material.
Did you hear another...
Ma ima da te pređem bre. Harbor, discard. So goes, discards, work of sign, discards, selling moonshine, discards, police at the place, ships arrive, lost shipments, beach by the cemetery.
Did you hear another...
Zajebavaš. Harbor, discard, selling moonshine, discard. To? There was one drowned on the beach with 7 people are talking about silence, but that's just superstition, or is it? Ah, fuck. There was one drowned on the beach with 70 people are talking about silence, but... By the beach. Innocent. Irish. Can you help me? Sorry.
Could you help me?
My employer will go crazy if he finds out I've talked to you. No offense.
Just a car. Blinking Dutchman.
What can I get you, mate? What can I get you, mate?
Ajde probamo on pino.
What can I get you, mate?
Fuck you. Šta ću ja sad tu? Šta ću ja sad tu? Šta će tu?
Is this familiar to you?
I can't answer. I'm on duty.
Vidim da obrati duty.
Is this familiar to you?
I can't answer. I'm on duty.
What can I get you, mate?
Šta ću ovdje javiti? Šta ću ja tu sad? Gdje sam ja sad? Koji ću kura, čekaj, casebook. X. Meni treba... Ćemo... Sad idemo... Under the bridge... dole. On ju piše ti under the bridge. Samo kako ići under. Kako otići under the bridge. Bilo kudan, kiki svudan. Kako da dođem tamo?
Can I ask you a question?
Are you expecting me to cooperate with you?
Yes, I'm expecting... Kako da siđem dole? Eno tamo dole, vidi. A kad tu mogu da siđem? Kako? Dobro bre, mali, skloni se bre. Da?
Beasts!
Da se tuču.
Murderers!
They're completely livid.
First they come to our land, then they murder our people. Do you know anything about this? I'm telling you nothing.
Okay.
Are you able to help me?
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
Sir, this place is off limits to the public. Please state your business or leave, or I shall request that the police escort you out.
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm from City Hall. They sent me to oversee the situation.
No, you're not. I'm the supervisor of the camp, and I'm the one who's handling the current situation on behalf of City Hall. Ronald Harlow at your service. Now, sir, tell me who you really are, or you'll have to explain yourself to the police. I have full authority to request they detain you.
Very well, Mr. Harlow. I am a private investigator. I'm looking for a witness on my case. Sherlock Holmes is my real name.
A private investigator? Really? Even so, you're not authorized. I can't let you in, so please, step back.
Ustaće.
What about the murder that this crowd keeps shouting about?
It's mere assumption. I assure you that the situation is under the police's control.
I know you want to deal with this in the right way. You are obviously a professional and a responsible person, but you clearly have never handled a situation like this before.
I am handling it, Mr. Holmes. Don't question my capability here.
And tell me how you do it. You can't even calm this gathered crowd, and as for the police, they're not quite managing it either, are they? You consider yourself a problem solver, but until today, you've been solving problems sitting at your desk in a dark corner of a city hall room. Here, you need a more practical approach.
What are you driving at, Mr. Holmes?
I can help you to handle the situation if you're truly interested in solving things quickly and quietly.
And how exactly would you manage that?
Simply tell the police that I'm with City Hall and I'm permitted to investigate the scene. I'll work out the rest, but in return, I need your help finding my witness. She's a young refugee. She's with child or was with child recently.
Look, there is indeed a dead body inside the camp. So even if the girl you are looking for is there, all the refugees are now being detained and interrogated by the police. They won't allow you to speak with her, and I can't do anything about that until the situation settles down.
So it's in our mutual interest to settle it.
Oh. I suppose that things are bad enough that I ought not shy away from help. All right, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell the police to allow you to come inside. Just tell me when you're ready.
Mr. Harlow, how did the refugees end up here exactly?
Oh, so you're not from around here yourself?
I've been away for some time, but I read the papers.
Yes, this whole story has been in the papers for almost a year now. They were smuggled to Cordona on a ship from Africa.
Smuggled? Then why didn't you deport them?
The smugglers managed to sneak them to shore and hide them inside an abandoned warehouse. When the police raided the warehouse and found the refugees there, the ship was already gone. We aren't even certain as to which ship it was. We have busy shipping routes with other colonies these days, you see.
So you decided to lock them up under a bridge?
There was no other option. We're still trying to work out what to do with them. I only hope we'll find a humane solution and not put them on a raft and float them out to sea.
Mr. Harlow, what exactly do you do here? What are your responsibilities?
What I do and what I am responsible for are two different realities, Mr. Holmes. On paper, I am in charge of the camp territory, security, provision, and the refugees in general. What I actually do most of the time is knock on every City Hall door trying to obtain some funding, or at least rations for the camp.
The police here on City Hall's behalf too?
They are, minus those who came here after the body was found. The governor won't let the refugees disperse into the islands, so there's a significant police presence guarding the camp. Naturally, they answer directly to the police. I have some influence here, but I'm not their direct authority.
I'm ready to take a look at the scene.
All right. Go inside the camp and find Inspector Tewkesbury. He's the officer investigating the scene. Tell him I sent you. Say you're an independent expert from City Hall. He'll fill in the details for you.
I'll find my way with words. Thank you, Mr. Harlow.
Nada. Beasts!
So they keep these refugees under a bridge like proverbial trolls. No wonder the people outside are so disturbed.
Who the hell are you? How did you get in here?
Mr. Ronald Harlow let me in, sir. I'm Sherlock Holmes, a surveyor of refugee affairs with City Hall. You're Inspector Tewkesbury, I presume?
A surveyor? What does that even mean?
In short, I've been sent to conduct an extensive report on the incident for the Colonial Office and to assess all the damage inflicted on state property.
Got it. Another paperworm sent to count money and get food for archive mold. Go on, look around, but don't make yourself too at home. As if I didn't have enough problems before you appeared.
Could you first tell me what happened here?
What happened? People from the bridge above the camp heard a woman screaming and saw a mass of refugees attacking a man. Clearly not a refugee. When the camp guards came by, the man was floating in the sewage canal with a knife in his chest. Bam. A murder. Big news for Cordona.
I'm sure. Thank you, Inspector. And none of the refugees were harmed?
One fellow was cut. He's lying over there near their kitchen. He's in a bad way.
You mentioned a woman screaming who attracted the bypassers on the bridge. Was she harmed?
No, she's all right, but perhaps the whole debacle started because of her. She started wailing and the refugees stood up for the girl.
And where is this young woman now?
Back there in the shacks, same as the rest of the refugees. She's been questioned by my men, but she's just some refugee girl. Can't understand much English.
Did you learn anything about the dead man?
The fellow looks like a thug. I've had dozens like him fished out of the sea over the past 20 years. Ever since these refugees arrived, there have been people on Cordona with bad blood in them. My best bet is that this thug had something against them too.
And no clue as to his identity?
He had some items on his body, but nothing to indicate who he was or where he was from.
I think I should catalogue his possessions in my records.
Go on. They're on the table near the body.
Do you have any suspects yet?
You're joking, right? I've got a whole camp full of suspects. And if you ask me, this bloke had it coming. Better bury him and forget about the whole thing. And now there's a crowd gathered at the camp, and my superiors say we must thoroughly interrogate the refugees. At least those who can understand any English.
Do you believe that your superiors wish to get rid of the refugees?
I think that both our superiors would rather keep the story quiet. Since that's an unaffordable luxury now, they're looking how to protect their public image. That's why I have to waste my time waiting for my people to turn every stone and befriend every refugee.
Ježiš Marija. Man's body was found in the camp. Con inspectors were version based on what witness areas were believed. The man was killed by a refugee mob and thrown into such kind of aspect all took the body into possession. Okay.
Here we go again. Number of hours on Cordona before stumbling upon another dead body. 0.
An interesting tattoo. Does it mean something? Coal dust under the nails. I don't see much coal around here. A steel dirk, sharp. A common accessory among sailors and soldiers. I'd say the blade penetrated upward, however the wound is too messy to be certain. Heavy boots, with one sole far more worn than the other. This man was limping, John.
To je možda...
A violent death. But this man, limping. Coal dust. I think we're onto something here, John.
Ja. Upon examining the body, found the man was stabbed by a navy dirk. The blade went upward, where the stab wound in the chest is lesser of the dirk has moved around the shoes of the man who had been limping. There is a coal dust of distinctive tattoo.
A simple leather sheath. Perfect for a dirk.
A malpal.
Malpal, soaked with salt water. £1,000. A fair sum, especially considering British currency isn't very common in Cordona.
Dobro. To je 2. Mali ga 3 negdje u. Dobri.
A fresh crack, as if the crate was hit recently. Someone bled profusely here.
Oh jebote.
A furrow in the ground. A blood trail leading to or from the canal.
I 4. Ani bre. Da 8, gdje je 5 je? Idemo redom.
Oh, carnelian agate beads, a traditional African adornment. The blood sprayed off the blade after the strike. It might have been used as an improvised weapon. No hint of blood or impact. Someone was dragged against their will.
7. Šta ste 8 stavili? 8.
A heavy boot with a worn-out sole. A man's footprint. Police boots. Always happy to trample evidence.
I
Clearly a left handprint here.
još imam. Još. Može tamo. 9.
I'm busy. Don't you have papers to fill? City Hall lubberheads.
Devet. Čekaj da stani, jel? Sve smo, tako? Nope.
The cut is deep, potentially serious if not treated immediately. He is in shock, feverish and dehydrated.
Sherry, you know first aid. Surely you have a duty to help this man. You can't leave him to certain death.
You know what? I'd like to understand.
What?
How did our dead man end up inside the camp in the first place?
Šta sad? My palace. The gallery thief was in Mercurius for the Mercurius murder and gallery thief same person. Dobro. A ovo mi treba. The tag also visits Bogus gallery dead man from the same person broken down. Facebook. How did the intruder get into the camp? We need to find out how to broken water helps. Wound the cut on his chest deep. I must consider finding something to clean the wound. Ajde još malo, evo već sad će 5 sati. To, ajde. Idem.
That will kill, not save him.
Sad ćemo naći nešto.
Just washed. Better than nothing to bandage the wound. I'll use it to create a solution.
Plot that I found to do bandage with this water update was clean enough. Sam da vidim da li smo išta tu radili. još ništa, čekaj.
The refugees have been detained and will not leave until all the circumstances are clarified.
It won't do any good.
Treba mi neka travuljaga. Ajde.
I'm afraid these leaves can only be added to tea.
To može.
I can use this to stop the infection from spreading. I've collated all the ingredients, now to prepare the first aid solution.
If they find out about the past...
Sad. Aj, Bože, ajde. Preskočimo.
Thank you.
Oh, Bože.
This should make you feel better, my friend.
Instant
now,
healing.
Lying down and drink as much water as you can.
Well done, Sherry. At least he won't die from the infection.
To smo rešili. We need to find... Dobro. Ajde još ovo ili da to ostavim.
It's unlikely anyone could get in or out of the camp by water without alerting the police guards.
Murder! Beasts!
Nope.
I'm busy. Don't you have papers to fill? City Hall lubberheads.
No, it's too short for these walls or cliffs.
If they find out about the past...
Sealed shut. I doubt our man could get through these grates.
Sherry, just look at this. Living quarters in a sewer. What kind of a genius bureaucrat came up with this idea?
If they find out about...
Find out what the passage is for. Low salary. Rex in office. Dobro. Public eye. No. Low salary discard. To. Video. Police officer worried our dead body will put the camp into strict lockdown and they will lose the money flow.
Nobody will know anything if you keep your bloody mouth shut.
The coppers...
Police officer worried the situation of dead body.
Smell fishy here, Sherry. Perhaps we should sniff around in the camp a little more thoroughly.
May I ask you something?
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
Could you help me?
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
Oh, I am bored. Call me when you find the answer.
Back off.
Back off.
Is this familiar to you?
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
Hold up.
You still here?
The guards at the sewers were speaking about taking refugees out of the camp. Do you know anything about this, Inspector?
Less than you do, obviously.
And this doesn't bother you as an officer of the law?
I can
The
neither
law.
punish them
I
nor
am
put
the
them
law.
on the right track, if that's what you're asking. Maybe your friends at City Hall could do something about it, but I seriously doubt that. To be honest, I'm sick and tired of being frowned on for my uniform. If those fine gentlemen you've eavesdropped on are in some shady business, that's on their heads.
He's gone to shady dealings in camp, but he doesn't seem surprised with his colleagues being involved in such an operation. What does that?
I hope I'm not making a grave mistake in trusting you, Mr. Holmes.
A single Malpal butt. Roadman cigarettes. A brand highly regarded by law enforcement officers. So there wasn't any sophisticated infiltration plan. The good old police just let the man into the camp. Now we have everything we need to get the full picture of what happened at the camp.
A mislim da ćemo to ostaviti za sljedeći puta. A mnogo toga ima, čekaj. Neću. 17:00. Dobro. Ajde, još se pomeriti. I što ovdje ćemo snimiti poziciju i nastavit ćemo... Tu ćemo će. Moram spremam za posao, nastavit ćemo. Da, se probudim na vrijeme sutra, prekstra pomalo, tako po sat i po 2 vremena. To je to. Ko bude gledan, baci like, se subscribe-uje i to je to. Hvala. Vidimo se. Ćao.